US President Donald Trump warned Americans of a lot of death as he sought to urge them to brace themselves for the toughest week yet in the fight against the coronavirus that killed an average of more than 1,000 people in the last few days and infected thousands. This will be probably the toughest week between this week and the next, the American president told reporters at a daily briefing by the White House Coronavirus Task Force, and there will be a lot of death, unfortunately. More than 8,500 Americans have died in the outbreak till Sunday morning, over 1,000 from the previous day, and the number of confirmed cases climbed to 312,000. New York, New Jersey, Michigan, Louisiana states remain the hardest hit, with New York bearing the brunt of it. Washington, D.C., Colorado, and Pennsylvania are emerging worries, health officials said. Washington state, which reported the first death in February, in California, which was the first state to issue stay-at-home orders, have kept their numbers low and are being touted as the model for social distancing for others. The next week will be tough, as US officials has been warning for a while. They have warned 1 lakh to 2,40,000 fatalities in all, despite the social distancing measures in place, which death could be as high as 2.2 million. And in anticipation of the peak, they stepped up preventive measures to include, as a recommendation, not mandatory masks or face covering in public, and stepped up procurement to protective gear for health workers such as gowns, masks, and gloves. The next 2 weeks are extraordinarily important. This is the moment to not be going to the grocery store, not going to the pharmacy, but doing everything you can to keep your family and your friends safe. And that means everybody doing the 6 feet distancing, washing their hands. The grim warning came amidst projections that New York, Louisiana, and Detroit and Michigan, 3 hotspot regions with the highest incidence of cases, will be hitting their peaks together in 6 to 7 days. While the situation remains dire in New York, Governor Andrew Cuomo said that his daily briefing that over the last few days the number of deaths has been dropping for the first time, but he has hastened to add it was too early to know what to make of it. The new hospitalizations are also low. The struggle for resources continued despite Trump's administration's claims on the contrary. New York is still short of ventilators and are needed for several ill COVID-19 patients. The number of beds doesn't really matter anymore. We have the beds, it's the ventilators, and then it's the staff, the governor said. He has appealed to other states to send over the supplies and health professionals to help the state at this time, promising to reciprocate when they needed it in a rolling pattern.